What's up, gamers? This is that PlayStation Gamer. So, I want to quickly address the fact that I did have a video talk about the PlayStation price increase and I wasn't happy about that video, mostly because A, I got proven wrong on an assumption I was being made, and 2, I was assuming to begin with, and you know what they say about assuming. So, my assumption was that Microsoft and Nintendo would soon follow Sony by increasing their prices on their consoles. But apparently, it's been found out that Microsoft and Nintendo have both said that they have no plans on doing it, and at least for the foreseeable future. You can never rule it out completely, but it does sound like they don't have any plans for it. So I apologize. I was making assumptions, and I apologize if I upset anyone by assuming that Nintendo and Microsoft would be as greedy as Sony. But I also kind of want to talk about just like Sony has been making decisions that like I don't know if I could sign off on all of them. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a PlayStation guy. I'm still riding and dying on that blue brand, but every once in a while you gotta kind of pull your, fanboys on the side and say, man, they could be doing better. They could be doing so much better. I've said this before. I hate the fact that Sony is the greediest of the three. Don't get me wrong, Microsoft and Nintendo have their own problems. Nintendo with their games and Microsoft with their games. But Sony is greedy in the aspect that they want to be the big boy with little boy money. Or I would say middle boy money. Because, let's be real here, Sony's not a very big company. They are mostly just PlayStation and their movies. And I guess their music is, popular. But it's like, who really listens to music these days, like if we're being honest. I know that sounds like a backhanded comment, but if you were to compare the music industry to the film industry or the video game industry, it's dwarfed by them. So Sony's not the biggest fish in the pond, and they're trying to act like the biggest fish in the pond by making, they're at least trying to get like big acquisitions, but they can't because, they don't got all the money in the world like Microsoft does. And they don't have the brand recognition Nintendo has. I mean, Nintendo literally has one of the most popular IPs underneath their belt. So, yeah. I'm not happy with certain things Sony's doing. Don't get me wrong. I don't think everything they're doing is bad. Like, I know some people are kind of like, iffy about games going to PC day and date. I'm all for it, man. Because at this fucking point, I just want people to be able to play great games. I'm okay with that. That's something I 100% agree with Sony. They need to do day and date. Maybe not anytime soon. Because I'm still a little hesitant, but if I'm being 100% transparent here. But at some point, they're going to do it, and I don't think it's a bad thing. PlayStation Plus Premium. Oh my god, this thing's a fucking joke. Don't get me wrong. They give out good games, but it's like, wow, I thought this was supposed to be based on retro games. And like this month alone, they are like, oh, here's no retro games. But here's some like Ubisoft games for some obscure games. Like, cool. Here's Yakuza. Cool. Where's our PlayStation retro games that you guys were boasting about? No Crash Bandicoot, no Spyro. Not even fucking Sly Cooper or Jack and Daxter or Ratchet & Clank. Like, holy crap, Sony. You think you'd be able to do more. Just like look at their own portfolio, their own catalog. They'd be able to do more, but they don't. So I'm a little ticked about that. I'm a little ticked that Sony has been super quiet lately. And like, I get, they're keeping their cards close to their chest. But we need some kind of big showcase event. I know, some of this stuff, we are anticipating in, like, The Last of Us multiplayer and Spider-Man 2. Those are next year. But it's like, I just want a little bit of a tease, Sony. I just want a little bit of a tease. Just tease me a little. Hell, this is the other thing they've been doing lately that's kind of been bothering me. It's like, they keep announcing so many of these movie/TV show projects. And it's like, okay, cool. Why are you doing this? Like, don't get me wrong. I understand movies and, TV appeal to people, especially outsiders who don't play video games. But it's like, PlayStation games are kind of movies. Like, I'm not trying to say that, like, in a mean way. Like, that's kind of like, making a Last of Us TV show. Like, oh wait, they're doing that. I forgot. Like, I didn't forget. I was being sarcastic, but their movies, the movies are kind of pointless unless they're going to expand upon lore or if they're going to change some things. But it's whatever. It's like they keep announcing one every fucking month. I swear to God. Ghost of Tsushima movie, Horizon TV show, freaking God of War TV show, freaking Days Gone movie, freaking Last of Us TV show. It's like, jeez. Don't get me wrong, I like some of these IPs, but it's like, can we get a Resistance game, please? Like, it's like another thing. Like, they have such a big backlog, like I mentioned earlier, and yet they do nothing with so many of these IPs. Resistance alone, I could tell you right now, I know at least 10 people that will buy a brand new Resistance game without a second guess in their mind. It doesn't even have to be made by a Insomniac. It doesn't even have to be a brand new game. Just give us a Resistance port with like 1080p, 60 FPS, and maybe bring back the multiplayer. People would fucking fall in love with it. So they'll be like, yes, Sony, almighty God, yes. And like the rumored, Twisted Metal reboot game. I want to see that. It's just like, it's just the silence. It hurts. And of course, the price increase. That's the kind of the trigger of all this. I think it's ridiculous. Why is it every other country has to pay $50 more, or at least what I can assume is, $50 more? Because I saw some YouTube videos say that it's like the $50 equivalent, and the closest equivalent I could find to American dollars was $50. So, $50. So, can I say it 5 more times? I'll get Beetlejuice to pop up. But it's like, why is everyone else paying it, but the U.S. isn't? And then they say it's because, the price of inflation and everything. Like, but then why is the United States not paying it? It's weird. It's like they're trying to poke every other market to buy their console because, like, oh look, $50 more. You gotta worry about that now because I don't know, man. I still like the company. I still think they make great games. But I can't sign off on everything they do. I'm not a fanboy. I'm not going to sit here and defend every little thing they do. I can't defend Jim Ryan every time because I don't want to defend Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan's an adult. He could defend himself. He could come out on a fucking tweet and justify everything in his mind. I'm just a consumer. I'm just a guy who wants to play some video games and just have a good time. I am very excited for God of War Ragnarok. I'm very excited for The Last of Us Part 1. Even though some people are teeved about that, I'm still excited for it because that's my personal take. But it's just, it's like looking at a friend who you're starting to see him make mistakes. Like, hey, dude, you shouldn't be doing that. You don't tell me what to do. I do whatever the hell I want. I can't stop you. But I'm telling you right now, bro, you keep going down this road, it's not going to end the way you think it will. Shut up! I got all the money I want. Okay. I'm not having this whole bit in my head. I'm sorry. But it's like you got every once in a while to call them out on it. Much just like I say, I'm at the end of the day a PlayStation guy. I'm also a human being who recognizes mistakes. But what do you guys think of all this? Do you guys have bigger problems than I do with Sony? Or are you with me on this camp and you still like PlayStation, you still like the games they put out, but you just wish they would just get that greed checked. Like, come on. Let's rein it in a little. Let's rein it in. You're not the big fish you think you are. And let's be honest, you're probably going to get bought out by Amazon or Google or Microsoft at 10 years down the road. Until next time, guys, this is That PlayStation Gamer signing out. Until next time, peace out and have a good day. Oh, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube algorithm BS. I forget to say that. I need to remember to start doing that again.